Hello everyone, I am so thrilled about today's video, like you have no idea. So a little less than 2 years ago, I stumbled upon an artist on the Instagram discovery page called Dave Greco. It's actually one of his pieces hanging on the wall over there that I won in a giveaway at some point. And I just love this piece and all of his art to bits. So when he emailed me a little while back about doing a collab together here on YouTube, I was like, yes. So let me give you a short introduction to Dave and his incredible work. Like I said, I've been following Dave's work for almost 2 years now, and I was so thrilled when I found out that he was doing YouTube as well. If you go to his channel, you find everything from long drawing episodes to super helpful tutorials, advice for artists, reviews, time lapses and concept work, and he's also sharing his brushes for free. I've actually mentioned Dave in my videos a few times already because I like his work so much, and I use his tutorials and time lapses a lot to study his way of painting, and I also use his brushes a lot in Photoshop, and I really can't recommend checking out his channel enough because it's so inspiring and I've learned so much from Dave in the time that I've been following his YouTube. Dave has also been working as a lead artist in the game industry, so he has some great knowledge from the real world, but he also recently jumped into the freelance world and have become an independent artist. And I'm super excited to see where his journey will lead in the future. So seriously guys, check out his content because it has given me so much and I think you'll enjoy it as much as I do. So for this collab, we decided to make each other a sketch for the other one to finish. We would take the sketch and kinda throw our own style and coloring and rendering on top of it and transform it into a piece that shows both of us. So because I recently had to take an unexpected trip away from home, I couldn't use Photoshop as I would normally do for this kind of video, but I did bring my iPad. So the entire part of my collab was done on the iPad in Procreate. My sketch here is just the time lapse from Procreate though. I wanted to do something witchy, fantasy, mysterious, and I couldn't resist. I had to include Dew, my channel mascot, as well. I thought it would be funny to include him, and I was so curious to see how Dave would render him. By the end I was struggling a little with the expression, but eventually I drew something I liked and seemed less stationary and stiff than the first few expressions. I wonder what she's thinking about though, looking at Dew like that. I'm still not super good with hands, even when I'm using a reference, but I have faith in Dave on that part, I really do. I mean, whatever he does to these hands, it will be an improvement. Anyway, this is the final sketch that I would send over to Dave. I did clean it up just a bit so that my lines wouldn't confuse him too much. So yeah, it's kind of like missing line art, but this is the sketch that I sent over to Dave, and oh, I'm so excited to see his reaction when he gets this. Remember that Dave will be uploading his video alongside with mine with his reactions to my stuff. Oh my god, I'm so excited to see it. The link is in the description, by the way. And now it's time to reveal the sketch that Dave sent over for me to finish. Okay, it's time that I open up the mail that I got for Dave. I got it a few days ago and I haven't opened it yet because I see the little image there attached and I didn't want to spoil myself until I was ready to record my reaction. So I am super excited to see what Dave sent me. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. Is it an... Oh my god. It's beautiful! Dave, this is right up my alley, and I think you know that. Yes, I'm definitely going to have much fun with this. I'm downloading that right away, thank you. I just realized you can't see all of it because of my face here, but yeah. Oh my god, stop, computer. Yes, I am super stoked for this. The hype is real. Oh, the composition is gorgeous. The transition from her skin into the background and the faded hair in the background over here. It's just wow. Okay, wow. Right up my alley, Dave. Thank you. I will have very much fun with this. So let's get started. So as I mentioned, I was doing the entire painting here on my iPad. It's not that I necessarily prefer to work on my iPad over Photoshop on my tablet at home, but like I said, I had to take a trip 1 week away from home, and well, this is what I had with me, and I wanted to give the iPad and Procreate a second chance for doing a time lapse because you can easily rotate the canvas. Like you can see that I do a lot and zoom in and out, and well, I'm mostly afraid that you guys will think that it looks too harsh on the eyes, so tell me if you have a big problem with that. In the beginning, I had a very different color scheme in mind than what I end up with. I started out with some red and was thinking of doing like a fire ombre with the hair, but then I don't know why, but suddenly Maleficent, Disney's Maleficent just appeared out of nowhere in my mind, and I decided to go in a little different direction. I know it's not so noticeable right now because of all of the blonde hair and the purple, but there's going to be some pink and some greens in there as well. So I was thinking about stuff that I could do in order to turn Dave's sketch into my drawing, or not my drawing, that sounds silly, but like transforming it into my style. I was considering to lower the opacity of the entire sketch and doing my own line art, but then again I thought it would take too much of Dave's sketch away, and especially the way that Dave draws hair I think is very characteristic for his style, and I wanted to keep a certain aspect of his style in there as well while I was trying to transforming into mine. So one of the things I altered a lot was the face. The lips received some puffing in my style, and even though I absolutely adore, and I mean adore, the way that Dave draws eyebrows, I decided to reduce the size of them a bit and give them more like a curvature that more mimics the art style that I do. I don't know why, but I almost always draw people with like a raised eyebrow or like looking angry. So I put some facial features on her that better resembles the way that I would have done it if it was my sketch, but also carefully keeping some features that are clearly Dave's, because as I mentioned, I want this collab to be a mix of both of us, not just like, I mean, if I was just to lower the opacity of the entire thing and draw it over in my style, it would kind of be a draw this in your style and not really a collab. I wanted to take the sketch from Dave's standpoint and evolve it into mine, and not necessarily changing it all around. So I'm really excited to show you by the end how much it changed. I'm going to show you the sketch side by side with my version. Oh, and before I forget, of course, by the end of this time lapse, I am also recording my reaction for receiving my sketch back from Dave, and I'm super excited to see it. I am pretty sure that whatever he does to that, I will love it and it will be amazing. So I found it a bit challenging to render the hair. I mean, it is like therapy for me to render hair, and Dave did give me some really amazing guides to do so, but I also wanted to have the hair reflect my style, and I usually have a different kind of starting point for the hair than hair. But I think I managed after spending like 2 hours on the hair alone to just capture the kind of flow that I would normally include in my drawings while maintaining that foundation that Dave put into the piece for me. I actually turned out being really happy with the color scheme that I chose. I think maybe you'll be able to see very quickly at some point that I'm playing around with the hair color mostly, I think it is. Before eventually just going back to the blonde hair, because, well, I mean, with digital art, there are so many possibilities. You can just edit your color scheme from one thing to the complete opposite thing in the matter of minutes, depending on how you structure your piece. And I was just trying out some things at some point, but I ended up returning to what I initially had, because I thought that actually worked the best. The way that I built this piece was that I had Dave's sketch on top with multiply set to it, and then I put the base colors in underneath, and then I just had render layer upon render layer upon render layer on top of the sketch, and just starting to overpaint the entire thing like I would normally do with my own pieces. Sorry if I'm stumbling a bit over my words. It's a bit late over here right now, and my ratties in the background are refusing to go to sleep, so they're being a bit noisy. Also, I might have had a beer or two. But I'm alright, I'm just a bit tired now, and just sitting here looking at the time lapse and being captivated by it. I hope the rotation and zooming is okay for you guys to watch. So yeah, here by the end, it's just the small nitty-gritty details, just drawing in the hair, adding more hair, removing some hair. And I am pretty happy with the outcome, especially in terms of the color scheme, and I really hope that Dave will like it as well and think that I did his sketch some justice. Because I had so much fun, and it was such an important learning experience for me to do this, I think. To kind of start from a different, starting point than I would usually do. Quite the challenge, and I did also experiment here and there and trying to learn new stuff, but overall this has been a great experience for me, and yeah, I think maybe this could be something that would be fun to do in the future as well. I'll try to see if I can incorporate it somehow with more collabs. So yeah, here by the end I am just putting in some final touches on the hair so it doesn't look so rough, and adding some rim light here and there from the magic around her. And yeah, I don't really have much more to talk about. I think you can sense that. Just adding some final highlights here and there to give it a bit of color boost and lighting boost, and we are pretty much about being done. So I'll see you in a few seconds to reveal the before and after, and my reaction to Dave's final sketch. time to see the final product that Dave has made for me. I didn't blow this out yet. Where is it? There, here it is. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Deep breath. I'm ready. I'm ready to see this. No way. Holy moly. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, or that I was talking about before. I can clearly see that this was painted by Dave, but my style or sketch still shines through. I can still see my style in there as well, and that's exactly, youch, that's exactly what I wanted to do with my piece as well. I hope he feels the same way. It embodies the both of us in the same piece, if you understand what I mean. And I just love the rendering of Dew. I just love the rendering of Dew. He looks amazing. He looks so wet and squeezy. Oh man. Oh, I love the colors. It's way too good. Dave. And this is amazing. I seriously love it. I love it to bits. It's... That's what you get for having your iPad on the table with Siri active when you're recording stuff. So anyway, I'm going to put this piece on the screen for you guys so you can check it out in the high resolution, because holy moly! I just love it so much. I think I need to print this out and hang on my wall. Seriously, I think I need to do that. I should do that. I should definitely do that. Yeah, I should. So that was it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this collab, and I'll put a link to Dave's part of the video in the description below, along with some links to his social channels. So please, please, please check out Dave, because his work is always inspiring me and I'm learning so much from his content. Like, seriously guys, I mean that. I think Siri's getting triggered today when I say seriously. No? Thanks for watching guys, I really appreciate it. And remember to give it a like and share it with your friends and leave a comment and, you know, all the jazz that helps my channel out. Thank you so much for being here guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!